When building a person's entire habit system, there is a very important logic here, which is to pay more attention to the system rather than focusing on the goal. For example, if my goal is to lose weight, I want to lose 20 pounds, and then I check every day to see how far I am from that 20 pounds. What's the problem? You will find that the winning team and the losing team in the Olympics actually have the same goal. This is a paradox. If it is important for a person to keep his eyes on the goal, then all the teams participating in the World Cup are keeping their eyes on the same goal. But in the end, some of them win and some lose. What is the difference between them? In fact, the difference lies in their different systems. Another point is that if you keep your eyes on the goal every day, whether it is losing weight, competing or studying, the goal will become a pressure, which will make you very painful and make you unable to feel the joy of doing the thing itself. So the most important thing here is how to build your habit system. After gradually building a habit system, just like the British cycling team, you may not see any changes in the first or second year, but the gradual accumulation will be different. If you want to quit smoking, someone offers you a cigarette and you say, "Sorry, I am quitting smoking." Then another way to say it is, "Sorry that I don't smoke." Which one do you think is more conducive to quitting smoking? Obviously, the success rate of quitting smoking by saying "sorry that I don't smoke" is much higher than that of saying "sorry that I am." Why? Sorry, I am quitting smoking, which means that you think you are a smoker. Your identity is a smoker. It's just that you are doing something called quitting smoking recently. So when you get through the period of quitting smoking, you will immediately return to your previous identity, because you are a smoker. The truly effective habit building is to aim at what kind of person I want to become. I am a non-smoker. So when someone asks you to quit smoking, you should first say that I don't smoke, I am a non-smoker. This is called building your identity. So if each of us has a direction in mind that we want to change, we should ask ourselves, what kind of person do we want to be? So here we need to summarize the importance of identity. Our goal is not to read a book, but to become a reader. Our goal is not to run a marathon, but to become a runner. Our goal is not to learn a musical instrument, but to become a musician. You see, when you change your way of thinking, you will be full of motivation, because the direction of our habit adjustment is to hope that our identity will change. In other words, why are micro habits so important to us? It is because every time you work on your micro habits, you are constantly emphasizing this identity. You will gradually accept this identity and tear off your past labels. We used to have many labels. I can't run. I have no sense of direction, right? Hey, I can't do business. I definitely can't make money. Why do you label yourself with so many identities? And this identity label must be attached to you, and you will immediately reject similar opportunities in front of you, right? So we need to replace this with another more effective identity. So small habits can provide evidence for our identity and let us decide what kind of person we want to be. At the same time, use small victories to prove ourselves, and gradually it will become your habit. So in the end, we say that we need to reflect and review our lives frequently. We should reflect and review our lives frequently and not be kidnapped by our identities. You see, we have emphasized the importance of identity so much before, and we need to create an identity for ourselves. But in the end, we remind everyone not to be kidnapped by identity. For example, if I am an athlete, I become the kind of person who is mentally strong and likes physical challenges. I have seen many retired athletes feel lost because after retiring, they no longer have the label of athletes and they feel so lost, right? Then you have to know that you are not an athlete, but you are the one who is mentally strong and likes physical challenges. I am an excellent soldier, and I have transformed into the one who is disciplined, honest, reliable, and a team player. I am a CEO, and I have transformed into the one who makes and creates things. You find that the identity label is not as good as the meaning and values behind it. Right? When we can find a new identity from this meaning and value, our lives can continue to improve and move forward in this direction. Finally, there is a sentence to summarize the matter of habits, that is, small habits. These tiny habits will not simply add up, they will compound. Compounding means that it is not an addition relationship, but a multiplication relationship. It will be superimposed on one another, and then finally produce a compound effect, which will completely change your life.